Hello! I'm here to talk about making puppets. Sorry, my throat's kind of scratchy. There's something. Excuse me. I think I have to go brush my teeth. There's something in my mouth. Just a minute. Hey, so today we're going to make paper puppets. And I'm going to be working on one sort of like this guy right here. And I'm going to show you how to fold up the paper so that you can have your own puppet and create your own storyline if you want and have a lot of fun with it. It's so simple. All you need is some construction paper, glue, scraps of paper, and anything else you want to add is just fine. The first step is going to be to fold your construction paper. And I'm using a 9 by 12 piece of construction paper. That's the typical size of a piece of construction paper. You might buy some packets that are a little bit smaller, and you could still do this with a smaller piece, I think. To fold it, we're going to be folding it in thirds, lengthwise. And easy way to do that is just to hold your hand like a mitten down here at the bottom edge of the paper and let your thumb hang off. Your thumb doesn't help with this job. And then roll one side over your mitten. Don't squish this down, okay? I know I said we're folding, but take it one step at a time. Leave that rolled and get this straightened up down here before you squish anything. Once this is straightened up, I like to always press the middle of the fold first and then work your way out, end to end, like that. Okay, now the remainder is going to come back over this way. A good way to do this is put your fingers right here. You don't want to fold this piece again. So if you put your fingers right here and make a little crease. So my fingers are in the middle, right at the edge of that first folded piece of paper. And now I know this will go over like a little door. Press the middle and go all the way up and down. And there you go. That's folded in thirds lengthwise. Okay, now we have this little door that opens and closes. You need to have a pencil or crayon or something handy right now. You want to mark this part so you know it's going to be the back. And if we were doing this in class, this is where I would ask you to write your name right here. And if you're just doing it for yourself at home, you can just make a little mark or write the word back so you know that's the back. So I'm going to put one hand on top and one hand underneath. So one hand's resting on top of the word back and the other's underneath. We're going to flip it like a pancake. Now we're going to grab the bottom of our folded paper that's down here close to our tummy. Put your thumbs under the paper and all your fingers on top. Okay? And you're just going to walk kind of halfway up the paper. And we're going to be folding this in half from bottom to top. But you want to get your fingers in there because this is a lot of paper. Once you start folding it, it's thick because it's construction paper. And you're going to have to force it to do what you want it to do over here. You're going to have to probably pinch a little or massage it a little bit along that crease so that it will roll smoothly for you. Okay? You want to get these ends lined up. Hold it down tightly. Again, it's a lot of paper, so it wants to go its own way. And then just press. And I can feel it trying to pull out from under my hand there. Just hold it down. Press it hard. Right? You can use two hands here. There we go. So now I call this step the alligator, right? Because it looks like an alligator's head. All right, so that alligator's mouth is pointing away from us. That's where you would want an alligator's mouth, not pointing at you. And the neck of the alligator is back here by your side, by your tummy. Okay, so now we're going to put our hands in the alligator's mouth. Ah! Thumbs on the back of the head. And we're going to bend the nose of the alligator backward toward this first fold that you made. Back to here. Again, line it up first. Lots of paper folding here. You can see it wants to crease in other ways. So I'm holding this down, and then these fingers are just going to force it to do what I want it to do. Push hard. Okay, and now we're going to do pancake flip. We're going to wrestle that alligator and turn him over. Put this hand on top, this hand underneath, and flip. All right, we went right to left or left to right, rolling. And now we're going to grab the tall piece of paper we've got left, and again, thumbs on top, whatever's comfortable. You're going to fold this back to your end here. Right, your first fold. And again, hold this down. See, this paper's real thick and strong. It wants to go in all kinds of directions except the one I want it to. So I'm going to hold it down and force it to go where we want it to go. Okay, there we go. And so now we have our accordion fold. Looks like an M or a W or a 3. Okay, if you've got that, you know you've done it right. Now, this is where you can see how useful it is to have the word back right there. There you go. Here's the word back. So this is where your hand is going to go. If you give this a little squeeze, there's a pocket at the top where your fingers are all going to go. And a pocket at the bottom where the thumb goes. Again, think of mittens, right? The fingers are together, the thumb's by itself. And there you go. You have your basic puppet form. It's that simple. After that, you can decorate with crayons. You can use cut pieces of paper and glue. And I'm going to show you what I did with this basic puppet form here. So here's my little frog prints, okay, and I've made some pop-up eyes. And to make things like this crown and these eyes that pop up, you want to have a scrap of paper, and when you're cutting, you're going to leave what I call a little foot. I'm just going to do one with purple right here. Okay, and since I know I need 2 eyes, anytime I need 2, I'm going to go ahead and fold the paper in half and cut those 2 pieces at once. I think that's a little easier. And I'm going to cut this in the shape of a rainbow with very long legs. Right, a very tall rainbow. Alright, there we go. So now we've got those 2 little rainbows. Okay, and down here at the bottom, I'm going to fold the bottom a little bit. This is a glue on my fingers. To make a foot. Sorry about the extra glue. Yeah, more glue. Alright, so that's the foot. It's got to have something to stand on. And that little folded foot is where we're going to put glue to stick it on. So let's put this on this blank puppet that we just did. So this guy's going to have purple eyes. Crazy. And we're going to put the glue just there, okay, just on the bottom. And here's why there's glue all over my fingers, because I do stuff like this. But spreading it out thin makes it dry really well and quickly. It gets it evenly spread. Now I'm going to put that up here kind of into the head a little bit. I want to leave room there just for details or anything else that might pop into my head that I want to add. And you want to press and hold pieces for about 10 seconds. And, you know, they're going to be sticky after 10 seconds, but not completely dry. So as you get more creative with this, you can add, you know, layers of paper. You can color. You can use, you know, any kind of markers or crayons. The best crayons on bright colored paper like this are going to be some construction paper crayons, and I really love these because they show up so well on the colored paper. So if I wanted to maybe detail this eye, then the colors that you have in the construction paper crayons really show up on top of the paper really, really well. And so that's kind of a really nice little special art supply to have. Those are a lot of fun and make really beautiful, kind of layered looking colors, because your paper color always shows through a bit, but then the crayon sits on top nice and bright. So yeah, we're going to have one spectacular eyeball. Maybe this guy will end up being an alien. I don't know. Might do that. I have to just leave him an alien. Alright, so layering is going to add more interest. And then you can put things in the mouth, like we've done here. Oh dear, the frog prince thought he was getting a fly. He got a bee. He's about to get a bad surprise. And I've got his tongue hanging out just a little bit, because that's just a fun 3-dimensional feature. And, you know, a surprise when you go inside and there's something else in there. You could add legs if you want, dangling down. You can do all kinds of creative things. I have a couple of my puppets. You met this guy right at the beginning. All right, and he's a little kind of a dragon guy. He's a little bit beat up, but he's one of my favorites. And this poor gal has been stuck inside for quite a long time. Sometimes I just pick up the scraps and start sticking them down. And one day I ended up with this kind of crazy alien. And he's been living in a box, so he's kind of wacky. All right. have fun. I hope you enjoy making your own puppet, and let me know what you think of it. Bye.